Charges and counter-charges fly thick and fast over the CBI Additional Director's appointment controversy. CBI sources at this point telling us that CVC's choice, R.K. Pachnanda, was objected to as the Intelligence Bureau reported unfavorably towards him, a fact that they had communicated to the CVC. The CBI at this point saying that the CVC overlooked this objection. CVC sources also telling us that the CBI did not object to Pachnanda's candidature in writing.
I have nothing to say.
So we just need a small reaction from you.
Well, no word coming out of Ranjit Sinha, but several reactions are coming into this controversy where the PMO has violated established laid-down procedure. Let's listen to a comment coming in from senior journalist Vineet Narayan.
The Vice President of Congress Party, in his TV interviews and public speeches, repeatedly emphasizes that his government will ensure transparency, vigilance, accountability, and they are ready to fight corruption at all levels. But here is a very interesting and freak case. CVC is celebrating its golden jubilee this year. Despite that, the Prime Minister of India appoints an additional director of CBI by bypassing the CVC's recommendation. As per the CVC Act Section 26 and the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, it is very clearly written that any appointment of the officer of SP or above rank in CBI will have to be cleared by the committee headed by CVC, which also has Home Secretary as its member and the director of CBI as a special invitee. This committee met, recommended name of a West Bengal cadre IPS officer, R.K. Pachnanda. They sent it to the DOPT. Now, DOPT did not approve of that name and they sent back the file to CVC. After a gap of few weeks or days, again the meeting took place. Again the same name was recommended because he was found to be the most competent person, and Director CBI failed to convince the committee that Archana Ramachandran is a better suitable candidate. So the name was recommended of Mr. Pachnanda.
Now, the PMO's decision to appoint the additional director by bypassing the CVC's consent has raised many eyebrows. The opposition has slammed the PMO's move, blaming the government of not maintaining the CBI's independence.
इस एक्ट के माध्यम से सीवीसी को बहुसदस्यीय बनाया गया, कमीशन को मल्टी मेंबर कमीशन बनाया गया और सीबीआई का सुपरिंटेंडेंस एंड कंट्रोल भी इसे दिया गया। और जैसे कि अपेक्षा थी, उस एक्ट के बाद सीवीसी ने एक नई ऊर्जा अपने आप में महसूस की और एक नए उत्साह के साथ उन्होंने काम शुरू किया। लेकिन कई बार निगहबानी संस्थाओं का उत्साह शासकों को रास नहीं आता, वो शासक प्रदेश सरकारों के हों या राज्य सरकारों के। पर पीछे एक बयान आया जिसने मुझे थोड़ा विचलित और चिंतित किया कि सीएजी और सीवीसी जैसी संस्थाएं हमारे विकास में बाधक बन रही हैं। मैं आज इस मंच से इस बात को दर्ज कराना चाहूंगी कि ये सोच स्वस्थ सोच नहीं है, ये सोच लोकतंत्र के लिए घातक है, क्योंकि हमारी तो पूरी की पूरी संविधान का प्रारूप चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस घर पे बना है। अंकुश और नियंत्रण, सावधानी और निगरानी, ये लोकतंत्र को मजबूत करने के आधार होते हैं। हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं ने लिखा है कि हमारी नौकरशाही विधायिका के प्रति उत्तरदायी होगी।
That PMO had ignored the CVC as far as appointment of additional director to CBI is concerned. Does it shock you that this is happening just at the end of, as far as UPA is concerned?
What shocks me all the more, that Dr. Manmohan Singh does not learn any lesson. In the case of Thomas' appointment as CVC, the Supreme Court quashed it and gave its stinging observations. In the case of Lokpal Collegium of Eminent Jurists, Sushma ji's very legitimate issue of appointing a very eminent jurist was bypassed by the Prime Minister. And now this appointment of a senior officer bypassing the CVC recommendations. Therefore, my charge is this government is out to compromise all the institutions, pack with people close to it when its departure is so imminent.
Are you going to take it up in Parliament in a serious manner? Because this seems to be a very, very serious issue because appointment of additional director is concerned.
I totally agree with you. We want to raise it. But this government is not interested in permitting the Parliament to function.
देखिए, पहली बात यह है कि सीबीआई को लेकर के बहुत सवाल और कई तरह के सवाल पहले भी खड़े होते रहे हैं। इसलिए सीबीआई में किसी तरह की नियुक्ति हो, वो नियुक्ति किसी नियम और जो स्थापित व्यवस्था है उसके विपरीत हो, उससे गलत हो तो निश्चित तौर से कई तरह के और भी सवाल सीबीआई पर खड़े हो जाते हैं। शक और की सुई कहीं ना कहीं इस पूरे के पूरे प्रकरण पर सरकार पर जाती है। इसलिए जो है वो ऐसे हालात में जबकि किसी एक संस्था की विश्वसनीयता को जानबूझ करके सरकार ने डिमोलिश कर दिया हो, तो ऐसे प्रकरण और ऐसे जब जानकारियां आती हैं तो और उसको धक्का लगता है और नुकसान होता है।
देखिए, हम सभी इस बात की शंका हम लोगों को बनी रहती है कि सीबीआई केंद्र सरकार की जांच एजेंसी हो गई है, न कि इंडिपेंडेंट जांच एजेंसी। बहुत मौके पर हम लोगों ने इस बात पर शंका भी जाहिर करी। प्रधानमंत्री जी को स्वयं देखना चाहिए कि सीबीआई के अंतर्गत जो अधिकारी काम करें निष्पक्ष होकर काम करें, सरकार के दबाव में काम न करें। इससे देश की प्रतिष्ठा बनी रहेगी, सीबीआई की प्रतिष्ठा है, क्योंकि सीबीआई की प्रतिष्ठा काफी धूमिल हुई है। और अगर एडिशनल डायरेक्टर के लिए नियमों का उल्लंघन हुआ तो प्रधानमंत्री को फिर से उस पर विचार करना चाहिए और नियमों के अनुरूप कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
Well, the Congress is out to firefight the crisis, with the Prime Minister saying that the government will do more to insulate the CBI from external forces.
This by unwarranted condemnation of the decision taken and imputed and mollified on those who took those decisions. I sincerely think there is a need to engage this state of affairs. The autonomy of investigating agencies is a subject on which I have earlier as well. Investigating agencies have always enjoyed complete autonomy in investigation of criminal cases. Our government is willing to do more to insulate the CBI from extraneous influences.
Now, in the meanwhile, while addressing a CVC convention, the President too has said that there is a need to restore faith in agencies.
We have all been witness to the huge public outcry over corruption in recent times. The air is thick with despair and cynicism. There is urgent need to restore the faith of our people in our governance system and the credibility of our institutions.